Okay, so yes, welcome to Character Sculpting 1. My name is Fatai. I am a 3D artist, professional working in Dallas. Well, I live in Fate, but I work mostly in Dallas, Texas, and I do a lot of different things when it comes to 3D, if I'm being honest. I use it to make my own YouTube channel where I have a kid show that I do, so I use characters in that. I also do freelance projects for different companies. I've worked in the industry for quite a while now, and it's been very rewarding. 3D has really did change my life and the trajectory of my life, and I do appreciate the people that I've met through working in 3D. And we would have met under different circumstances if it wasn't for the nature of 3D work. All right, so I just wanted to kind of give you guys an intro on myself. I have worked on some professional projects. I've worked on projects for Hasbro, Mattel, Bungie, different things like that, in the sense of we've done character work for, let me say, game covers. So if you guys ever heard of Shadows of Mordor, we were part of the team that worked on the cover art for that. We've done a lot of, if you guys have ever heard of the toy Skylanders, we did a lot of the packaging and the 3D design for that. A lot of Hot Wheels stuff from Mattel, Hasbro. I did a lot of finishing work, in the sense of we were the guys in charge of grabbing the 3D, cleaning it up, putting the textures on. There was also a game that came out recently. I think the game has actually been shut down. Let me see if I can find it on Steam. But we did one of the covers for it. So I've done a lot of cover work. I've done a lot of work in games. I worked on a project called Primal Carnage back in the day, and it was the one where you play as the dinosaurs or the humans, and you're kind of fighting each other and stuff like that. So did some assets for them. So I've been kind of around the industry. My most recent gig, I was working for a company out in Florida, and they did a lot of construction sequences and different things like that. So I did a lot of 3D modeling and asset creation for them. I was taking the entire project from start to finish, and we were responsible for the renders, the modeling, the finishing, and even some of the client discussions and stuff like that. So I've had a fruitful journey inside of 3D, and I just hope that you guys can get something out of the class, right? Like my goal is to give you guys a bunch of different techniques, a bunch of different things that you can use, a bunch of different ways that you can do things, and then you take what you can use, you leave what you can't, you take what you like, you leave the stuff that doesn't make sense to you, or you don't like the workflow, because what you'll find is that you're gonna do a lot of work on your own that is going to inform your style. It's going to inform your preference of working, and that way you'll generate your own style, right? And once you get that, and once you do that, you'll find more storytelling capabilities with your artwork. And that's what we do it for. We do it to tell stories, right? We all have stories that we want to tell, and we all have worlds and things that we want to create and build and things like that. And it's fun to be able to have an idea in your mind, either put it on paper or put it in 3D, animate it, and bring it to life. So that's what we do it for, and I just hope that I can share some of those different pieces with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna dump a lot of information on you guys, right? This is gonna be you're gonna be. I think the term is you're getting fed through a fire hose, right? Like you're gonna get a lot of streaming information coming towards you, and it's going to feel like a lot at first, right? It's going to feel like you're getting a lot, and you might feel overwhelmed and underwater, but what you're going to get out of it is the pace that is required of you to do it professionally. But the gift of that is, if you can master the speeds that the professionals do it, you will be able to really do anything on your own, right? And the programs that I teach you, 3ds Max, ZBrush, if you master those are the give me one moment, guys. Where was I? All right, so yeah, I'm going to feed you through a fire hose. You'll understand all this information, and you'll hopefully be better artists for it. All right, that is the long and the short. So the next portion of this is going to be me kind of showing you and going through the forum or our Discord channel and how it works as it pertains to this class. All right, so let me share my Discord screen with you. Okay, so in Discord, whenever you get into Discord, the first thing you're going to want to do is I'm going to create a channel that says attendance, and then you're just going to put here whenever you show up for the in-class lectures, right? So you're just going to put here your name and then your the date of the class. All right, this way, there's some students that require a financial aid, and the way that your financial aid gets approved is if you're marked present for at least, I think, 2 or 3 of the classes. So if you know you have a financial aid need for it, please make sure that you do put in the attendance that you are here. Let's see. So in the first part of the section, here are the rules for the class. I would like you guys to take a moment, look through the rules. It's very simple, basic. I mean, just be respectful, treat others with kindness and respect. Disagreements are natural, but keep conversations constructive and free from personal attacks. Art sharing guidelines: share your work proudly, provide constructive feedback, and appreciate the efforts of your peers. Use appropriate channels for different types of arts. There's the sculpting showcase, the work in progress shops, and there will be stuff for off topic, like, hey, this is what I'm working on in my personal time. I share some of the 3D printing that I'm doing as well. So, it's a place where you can communicate about things other than sculpting. So like, that's your 3D work, 2D work, whatever you're working on in that regard. All right, so critique responsibly. If offering critique, ensure it is constructive and considerate. Art is subjective, and diverse perspectives contribute to growth. Here's one thing that I do want to mention to you guys about critiques. As artists, we can be very, very temperamental about our art, right? Everybody gets married to the stuff that they're working on. If you draw a picture, it's the prettiest picture that you've ever drawn, but that's not usually the case, right? When people critique your work, they're not critiquing you as a person. Right, that's one thing I do want to get across to people is when people are critiquing you, they're not critiquing you as a person. What they're critiquing is your work. And we need to, as artists, separate that. If I say this doesn't look good, I'm not saying, oh, you're a bad person. That's not what I'm saying, right? Like, so we have to really start to compartmentalize those kind of critiques and know that people's opinions aren't their opinions of us as human beings, right? Like, unless you're a bad person, and that's up to you, right? You're just a bad person. But, when we're critiquing each other's art, we want to be, kind to each other, make it constructive. All right. So yeah, no self-promotion without approval. Avoid self-promotion. Seek permission from admins before sharing links to personal projects, streams, or external content. This is just to keep our class, right? Keep what the main thing is the main thing, right? Like, we all like to play video games on our time, but like, don't spam your Twitch. Watch me play Fortnite on Twitch. Like, that is a no-no. Like, we're not doing that here. Like, if you want to set up something about gaming outside of class with your classmates, that's a you thing. That's what you do on your spare time. But we keep our class. All right. So stay on topic, keep conversations related to ZBrush, character design, and digital art. Off-topic discussions can be taken to designated channels. We've already kind of discussed this. No plagiarism. Respect intellectual property rights. Do not share or claim someone else's work as your own. Now, as of this year, I'm going to add a caveat. Not a caveat. I'm going to add something to that, which is AI-generated artwork. All right? So I'm not going to call anybody out, but I have had a student try to pass off AI work as their work. And that is an absolute no-no, right? Not only can I tell that it's AI, like, I've seen your work the entire semester, right? Like, I know what you're capable of, right? So you sending me stuff and being like, hey, what do you think about this? I'm going to be like, dude, that's AI, and you're going to fail the class if you do something like that. So don't do AI. Don't try to pass off AI as your own work. All right. Ask for help. If you have any questions about ZBrush or character design, feel free to ask. We're here to help and learn together. All right. Also, report any concerns that you may have. If you encounter issues or witness any violations of these rules, please report them to me. I'm the moderator for just a quick resolution. So let's try to foster a positive and collaborative atmosphere where students can find inspiration, share their artistic journeys, and elevate their skills in ZBrush character design. Your creativity is the heartbeat of this community. That's why AI is such, you're cheating yourself, right? Like, it's like you're lying to yourself. You're not lying. You're really not lying to me. You're lying to yourself that you did this work. AI isn't you, right? Like, you're not growing, right? Like, if the purpose of this class is to grow, then you want to sweat, you want to fail, you want to mess it up, you want to screw up some shit. Like, that's okay. It's that, like, one thing I want to get across to you guys, right, is failure is okay. It's super fine to fail, right? Like, that is part of the journey, right? Like, even if when you think about it, the hero's journey, right? Part of it is you falling on your butt. Think about all the heroes in the animes and cartoons and stuff that we watch, right? Like, they all fall. Goku gets his ass kicked all the time. Naruto gets his butt kicked all the time. Luffy gets beat up all the time. Like, it's part of the process. So don't cheat yourself out of the process, right? Like, the faster you can get to failing, the faster you can start stumbling, the faster you can get to the part where it's really good, the part where your skills are growing, your skills are being nurtured, right? Like, you need to go through those processes. And AI is the shiny object in the corner that's saying you can skip all these steps. Well, when you skip all those steps, you also skip all the growth. You also skip all the learning. You also skip all the knowledge, right? This game, right, like, is... Yes, okay, there might be prodigies out there, like people who they're just born, they can sculpt everything, they can draw everything. But you know what impresses me more? People who have no skill. Like, I've seen people who literally, like, I had one of my classmates when I was in college, like, he hadn't opened a computer until we were in college, right? And he was one of the best artists that I know, right? because he cared and he dedicated himself to it. That's growth. That's journey, right? Not, oh, let me see what shortcuts I can take. Let me see how I can trick this. Or it's not going to work, right? So that's pretty much the syllabus of the class, the crux of the rules of the class. For the assignments and the structure of the assignments, we are going to go through pretty much every single body part, and you're going to be responsible with sculpting every single one of those body parts and drawing a lot of those body parts, because I believe that the best artists have also have really good hand skills, and they can draw. And if you know how to draw, there's a good chance you're going to be a really good 3D artist. You're going to be a really good sculptor because you understand form, you understand composition, you understand shadow, lighting, you understand all the basics. And if you understand all the basics already, trust me, 3D is just another software. It's just another medium for you to use to get that creativity across. All right, so let us clear our document. So this was the last character we did for class. This was the final project. We went through every single week. It started off as a sphere, and every week we went through and we just kind of sculpted onto it, added the pieces, and then got it ready for poly paint, rendering, and texturing. And at some point this semester, I'm going to take this into like Marmoset and do like a nice rendering pass over it. All right. So that is what we did last semester. Let me go to my Lightbox. Before I move on, does anybody have any questions for me, comments or concerns?
You're not screen sharing.
Oh, it's not sharing the screen. Okay, let me share. Oops. Can you guys see my screen now?
We see it.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, cool. So yeah, last class we made this guy. Yeah, we started with a sphere and then we kind of built them up. These are all my crazy amount of saves. So this is for a YouTube channel that I work on, some sculpting for it. So, there's a lot of different use cases for this stuff, and, we do a lot of different things, right? And my job is going to be try to show you as many of the techniques that you guys can use, right? And every week we did go through each of the body parts, just so you guys are familiar with that as well. And if you look in the Discord channel, I want to point this out. Let me go through the Discord channel a little bit more. In my resources, I post resources for you guys to use on character sculpting. The tutorials are a really good way if you are inclined to do some study on your own time, check some of these out, do some work for yourself. And then this Anatomy for Sculptors is a ginormous repository for all sorts of body parts, anatomy, so that you guys have something that you can always refer back to. So these guys, Anatomy for Sculptors, they do create like a book. It's a pretty nice book. I think they make a digital version and an actual hard copy that you can get. Pretty cool. And I just grab a few pages from it, and I've populated this entire channel with it. And this is a video from Glenn Vilppu. He is one of the great gesture drawing, anatomy drawing instructors in the world, and he's really awesome. He actually, I think he taught one of my professors. Like, my professor knows him or knew him, I'm pretty sure he's still alive. Like, I don't know why I said it like he's like dead or something. He's still alive and kicking it somewhere. But yeah, he's still one of the better anatomy sculptors. And the way he explains anatomy, it makes it so easy to understand, and you can grasp your head around it. All right. So yeah, that is that. And then here is where I will post my recorded lectures. You will find all of my lectures from even my previous classes here. So just in case you missed something or you feel like you need more clarification, I do have everything posted here as well. So if you don't want to go on the YouTube, you can't find it in the Brightspace or the eCampus. I don't know. Some people call it Brightspace. Some people call it eCampus. If you can't find it there, you can find all of that information here. All right. And then here is a link to a lot of Pixelogics. Pixelogic makes ZBrush. This is their tutorials page, and it's very, very useful for the basics. So yeah, definitely check those out as well. So these are resources that are available to you for the rest of time, right? A big thing for me about my the reason I created the YouTube channel, The Art of Struggle, is because I wanted for you guys to always have a repository of information that you can always go back to, right? If you're not in the school anymore and something happens and you can't be in the class, you always feel like you didn't just pay and then not get anything from it that you can refer back to. Even when I graduated from the Art Institute, they gave us a couple of months of free software that you could use, right, before you got your first job and I just feel like you guys are always gonna need a database, something that you guys can refer back to. I will always be a resource for you guys. If you guys have any questions, hit me up, let me know, hey, I'm having this issue with this or that, and I'll be here for you, right? The community of 3D is surprisingly small, is what I've learned over the years. The people that are in it, some of the best people in the world. And sometimes on this planet, right, it's not what you know, it's the people you know. And those people will help you along the way to get further than you might have been able to do on your own, or even with your skills. They can open doors for you that you didn't know you needed to walk through. And yeah, so a lot of my friends that are in the industry now are super awesome. Like they've got me jobs, and which is another reason why I always try to remind students to be kind to each other, right? Help each other out, right? Like it's right now you guys are in the brotherhood together, brotherhood, sisterhood. You guys are in this together. This is your time to get to know each other, because what you put on tape now, what you put in, what the effort you put forward now is how they're going to remember you when they might be in a position to give you that opportunity, right? I can't tell you how many times we've been sitting in a studio setting, right? I've been sitting in the studio and the art director comes out and goes, hey, we're trying to hire somebody. Here's their resume. Does anybody know so-and-so? Does anybody know so-and-so? Oh, I do know that person. That person was awesome. Oh, no, you don't want to hire that person. That person was a complete jackass, right? Like, you want your reputation, even in class, to be one of kindness, helping people, right? Like, being available to your classmates is part of the gig, because the people that are going to be hiring you are in positions to hire you. They want to know that you're going to fit in with their culture. They want to know that, hey, if somebody needs something, that they can call on you. You're not going to be rude about it. You're not going to be flippant. You're not going to, hey, this is due. Oh, I couldn't get it done. Leave me alone. I couldn't do, they want to know that you're responsible. And the way that people can do that is if you have a voice in the room and you're not even in the room, right? You were kind to somebody in school. They put that extra word in for you. That's something you couldn't pay for, right? So kindness, I always remind people, it's free of charge. It's literally free to be a good person. Like, ain't nobody gonna charge you. Nobody's gonna say, hey man, I was nice to you the other day. I'm gonna need my little piece. Like, it's never gonna happen. Kindness is free of charge, right? So I implore you guys, help each other, be kind. This class, hopefully you guys learn something from it, get something out of it. And so that is the entire course. That's what you guys are going to learn. Does anybody have any questions for me so far about the content, where to get things? Does everybody have access to ZBrush?
I don't have access.
Okay. Let's talk about getting access to ZBrush. So, there's a few ways to get access to ZBrush. One of them is through, what's the class portal? There's something, is it Classroom? There's a Classroom portal.
Is it Virtual Desktop?
Virtual Desktop. I don't know who saved me, but thank you. Virtual Desktop. Yes, that's what it's called. Virtual Desktop, you can log in there. It might be a little slow, but you should be able to do what you need to do. You'll have full access to ZBrush using one of the machines at the school. Another way to do it is you go to the school and get on one of the computers to use ZBrush. Right. Another way to get ZBrush is if you have access to a laptop that you own, desktop that you own that can run something decent, you download it yourself. You either there should be a free trial that you can get. I think it should be like 30 days or something, but that will at least get you onboarded and started. All right. So the final way that you can use ZBrush or sculpting software, and mind you, ZBrush isn't a requirement in the sense that if you are a better sculptor in Mudbox, right? If your tool of choice is Blender, if you know how to sculpt badass stuff inside of Blender, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you have to use ZBrush. The reason I'm using ZBrush is because that's what's available. That's what I know. And if you have trouble with it, I can help you troubleshoot ZBrush issues. If you think you can do it on other software, that is perfectly fine. But there's also ZBrush Core Mini, right? ZBrush has it's like the little brother of ZBrush. It doesn't have as many tools. It doesn't have as many brushes. It has a limited like maybe 5 or 6 brushes or something like that. I don't even think it allows you to use alphas, but it's ZBrush without all the bells and the whistles. You can also download that as well. That is, hey, professor, I can't get it, but I need to do my sculpting assignment. You get that, you'll be good to go. All right. So there are several different ways to get it in. And if you're having trouble not being able to log into your virtual desktop, thank you very much once again, you can contact the IT department at school. They will be glad to walk you through how to log into their virtual machines and use ZBrush. All right. Another thing about ZBrush is one of those softwares that it's a lot better if you use a Wacom tablet for. Sculpting with a mouse and a keyboard is possible. It's not fun though. It's actually the opposite of fun. It's not fun, right? Like, so if you don't own a Wacom tablet, you can always go to the school and they'll lend you a Wacom tablet. I was just at the school yesterday actually, and for my concept art class, there's tablets in the room that you can just grab and use for your assignments. So there are a lot of resources available to you when it comes to that. And I don't think I ever post it in here. Yes, I did. So here is a video that I've posted on how to request IT help as a student. So if you also want to know how do I request for assistance on there, how do I go about it, there's a video available for you in the resource channel as well. So yes, does anybody have any more questions about ZBrush, what you need for the class, before I move on? All right, just going right along. All right, so for your first assignment, I don't think there's a syllabus quiz for this class. I don't believe there is a syllabus quiz. Most of my classes usually get a quiz on the syllabus and the stuff we just talked about, but I don't think there's one for character modeling. All right, so your assignment for the first week of this class is I want you guys to familiarize yourself with ZBrush. All right, whenever I get a new software that I'm trying to learn for work or something like that, the first thing I do is I get in there and I just start clicking buttons, right? Go through, look to see what's what, alphas, familiarize yourself with these tabs, right? Just open stuff, click it, see what it does, create something random, right? Subtools, geometry, arraying meshes, nano mesh, right? You might not know what they do yet, but it's good to familiarize yourself with whatever software you're going to use, right? Your toolbar is up here. There's also a toolbar right here. And what you're going to learn about a lot of softwares, 3D modeling softwares, VFX softwares, there's a lot of redundancies built into them, right? So a lot of the things that you can do here, well, you can probably do here. A lot of these things are dockable, right? You can take them, you can remove them, you can move them around. All right. So as you can see, you can add, move things into different places. You can dock it in different places, hide them, unhide them. So I want you guys to go out into the ZBrush world, get yourself a copy of ZBrush, get comfortable inside navigating, rotating, moving, I'm left mouse clicking, shift, dragging. And the next class, I'm going to go over the entire interface for you, but I want you guys to, on your own, kind of just, see what everything's about. Get a lay of the land, right? See what's what. See what projects are available. Maybe go up here, open a demo project. Right?
Professor?
Yes.
For the submission, would we just take screenshots of what we're doing in ZBrush to submit?
No, don't you don't need to do that. Next class, you're gonna have to start doing stuff like that. But for this one, nah, you're good.
Okay.
Just do you familiarize yourself with it, and yeah, we'll be back to conversate about what you guys have learned. Yeah, so go through, open up some projects, see what's what, right? See how they're made. This is a good learning tool for you guys. This is something that you can do on your own, right? See the polyspheres, right? Like there's a lot of things that there's so much information out there. There's so much information to impart on you guys. Like just even me looking at this, the mesh. There's so much I could teach you just looking at the mesh itself, right? Like, okay, so obviously this was decimated. Why is the topology like this, right? There's a lot of things. This is decimation, right? You're going to want to know, okay, why are they doing it that way? Is this a piece that would go in a video game? Probably not. This is a piece that would probably just either be 3D printed, stand as a sculpture, right? Or something that you're using for print or a film or something like that. Because when it comes to doing stuff for movies, animation, video games, you're going to want clean topology. This isn't very clean topology at all, right? And there's this pink, this green, this light green that you see. Those are the different poly painted frames of the object, right? And what that does is it allows you to isolate them whenever you need to. So all I'm doing to isolate it is Control Shift. I click it and it isolates the dog. Now I can sculpt on the dog alone and not affect the rest of the model, right? Control Shift click again brings everything back. Now if I do the same thing to this pedestal, you can see there's a lot of things going on inside of the mesh itself, right? So these are little things that time, experience will teach you guys, but you can't get that time and experience with it without doing it, without being in the software, without being inside of ZBrush, living there for a couple of hours a day, right? And if this is truly something you want to do, you're going to want to live in the software. You're going to want to open it, right? I'm one of those people who, another thing is learn how you learn. Some people are auditory learners, visual learners. I'm a tactile learner, I guess is what it is. Like I have to do it and be the one to like click the button and make it move. And then after doing that a couple of times, I understand it. And there's like always this aha moment for me whenever I'm learning something where it's like, oh, that's what that does. And it's because I have done it over and over and over again. So I'm one of those people who I have to do it. I have to be the one to click the button, right? Probably not a good way to go about life because you get burned quite a bit on some dumb stuff. But I have to experience it, myself to learn certain things, right? So there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to do. There's a lot that we can, man, yeah. So yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Next class, we're gonna dive in. We're gonna start running, right? We're gonna hit the ground running on this bad boy. So, does anybody have any questions for me? Comments, concerns? Are you scared off, or are you excited? What's the general tenor of the class right now?
I'm excited.
All right, cool.
I know I have some experience in Maya.
Okay.
Anything like this?
Okay, cool.
Like, are there any similarities you can tell between those two?
Well, you can. The thing is, Maya is like the OG. Maya is industry standard when it comes to animating. So it's part of the pipeline, and the same way 3ds Max, which I will show you guys how to use, is part of the pipeline. You can create characters in Maya, and I've seen some beautiful characters created in just Maya. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, you can use Maya for a lot of stuff too. It's just when it comes to the ability to sculpt high definition models, there's nothing that's beating ZBrush right now in this in the industry. So yeah,
Gotcha.
there's
I'm actually very interested to learn how ZBrush works.
yeah. Okay, awesome. Yeah,
It
ZBrush.
looks very easy, like
Yeah.
unconvincingly easy.
Yeah, that's the thing about
Like, it looks like a pro is at work.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the thing about ZBrush is it's deceptively easy. Once you understand it, you're like, oh, it is easy. At first, when you start working in it, it's gonna feel backwards to all the intuitive things that all the other 3D modeling softwares does, right? Like in ZBrush, you have to click to rotate. Like I'm clicking my left mouse, and whenever I start class again, I'm gonna have my no board up, right? And no board is just my on-screen keyboard, and you guys will be able to see it. Let me see if it popped up. All right, so you guys will be able to see my keyboard, my keystroke, what I'm clicking on to do what I'm doing. So don't worry about that. You won't have to be like, oh man, I don't know what he clicked to do that, which was a big thing back in the day, but you guys will be able to see that as well. Yeah. So
Another thing,
yeah, go ahead.
a word of caution about using the virtual desktops. I actually have used a virtual desktop for Maya before, and it did not work out. It kept
It's slow.
scrambling my controls, it kept lagging, it kept, for some reason, the left click kept pulling up a menu
I had
whenever
that
it's just supposed to be the camera.
before.
Okay. Yeah, I have heard from some students that the virtual machine can be a little slow. That's all I've heard from it. But, if that's all you have, some people might have to, do what they got to do.
I will say that from a previous 3D model class that I did take where we also had to use a little bit of ZBrush, I actually had to download a Windows app, and that is the actual like desktop, like the virtual desktop for your computer that you can put on like your personal computer. And IT had explained that to me that that was the new virtual desktop.
Oh, okay.
for-
Yeah, so
You
there's
can
So-
also get like a year of all the Maxon programs like ZBrush. Like the student pricing is $60 for a year.
okay. That is actually awesome because then you get Redshift and all the rendering parts of it too. So yeah, that would be awesome. If you have $60, when I was in college, I couldn't rub two nickels together, so I can't, I can't tell anybody to go spend $60 that I didn't have at that time, So if you have it, if you can coerce somebody, say, hey, let me hold some, go for it, But if you can't, it should be part of, and I think there's a way that they'll let you borrow a laptop. Don't quote me on that, but I think there's a way that they'll maybe let you loan a laptop for the class or something. So there's other avenues. There is other avenues. But yeah, so if you guys don't have any more questions, you guys have any other comments, we can chop it up for a little bit more. But that's gonna be the class for the day, and we will meet each other again same time next week, but it's gonna be a longer class, so buckle up.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ty.
All right. Have a good one, guys. See you guys soon.
Bye. It was nice meeting everyone.
It was nice meeting you.
Bye.
I did want
Take care.
to say that I had emailed you saying that I do have another class that actually starts in the middle of yours.
Okay.
Well, not in the mid, but like towards the end. It's like at 5. So, and
Oh,
I know
that's fine.
this like 5 to 5:50
Yeah, that's
or 4 to
perfectly fine.
5:50.
Yeah, that's
I think as
Yeah.
long as you are here for attendance or something,
Yeah.
I think that's all.
yeah.
Yeah, which
Oh,
I actually have to do that. I'll have to put that next to my in
Yeah.
my name channel here.
I also would want to say I'm so I have a class before this, and I don't know if I can attend because I have to drive home, and that's what I'm currently driving, so I don't know if I can attend
Okay.
during hours.
Yeah. You can, if you can listen in, that's fine. If you can't, that's okay too. Just make sure that you're getting the lectures in as well. Like, just make sure that, because like I said, whenever I'm done, I'm gonna upload this video to Brightspace, so you can always watch the lectures after, just to get what you missed, see if you missed anything.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Also, are we doing attendance today? I can't remember. Did you say that there was a tab for attendance? Or
Yes, I'm adding it right now.
Okay. Okay, cool. So we should do attendance for today as well?
Yes. So just put your name, and then 121.
Oh, down to where it says like the class. Oh, wait, never mind. I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, that matched up. All right. Well, nice meeting y'all. I hope to see y'all next time.
Alrighty, man. Have a good one, brother.
All right. Goodbye, Professor.
Good night.
Bye.
I will do my best to catch up on like as much of the lectures as I can, because usually I work around this time every Wednesday.
Okay, that's fine too.
But I will do my absolute best.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much, man.
You have a wonderful day.
Just to be explicit, if somebody's going to have a hard time coming to most of these classes, do we still need to sign into the attendance?
Yes.
Okay, so
Please,
just do that
please,
every
yeah.
day, essentially.
Yep. Every time the class is here, log in. Hey, I was here. It'll also let me know. Hey, It's like letting me know. Hey, I'm gonna watch the video or the content as well.
So
yeah.
I have a few work shifts coming up around this time, but I'll make sure to jump in on attendance.
Of course, man. Thank you very much for dropping in today. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, cool. I'm excited.
All right, let's do this.
Sounds good. See ya.
Later.